Hey there, my awesome artists. Welcome back. Today we're going to begin a brand new lesson. We are going to begin this super fun, super cute line drawing lesson. We're going to be doing these bunnies, and you guys are going to be able to customize your bunny, adding some funky glasses to them if you like. And then you can also add a fun little background to your bunny as well. So on this lesson, guys, we're really focusing on lines. Okay, lines to create texture, right? Because we know the bunnies are furry, all right? So remember, texture is the way something feels, okay? And we are implying that there is texture on our bunny, right? We don't have actual texture on our bunny, but we're gonna try to create that using all of these lines. Now, I chose just regular straight lines, but if you want, you guys can definitely go above and beyond and go to that extra step. If you want, instead of doing regular lines, you can add fun lines and different designs or symbols, okay? And you can keep your bunny black and white, or if you want, you can add color to your bunny. I chose to keep my bunny black and white and then have a colored background, so that way my bunny kind of stood out and popped out a little bit more. But again, that's going to be totally up to you at the very end. All right, so let's get started, guys. What are you going to need for this lesson? You're just going to need a white piece of paper, something to draw with, an eraser, and then later on you will need some construction paper, or you can even draw the glasses onto your bunny. It's going to be up to you, whatever you have available. All right, so we'll talk about that part later. All right, guys, let's get started on the bunny and just drawing the basic shape of him. All right. And at any time, guys, if you need to pause the video, you are more than welcome to do that. That way you can catch up. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the head of the bunny. And I'm just going to do like a light kind of sketch at first. Kind of curve, go out, back in. I'm gonna come back up here, try to make it match, and if it doesn't, that is perfectly okay. And I know it's a little light, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'll go ahead and Sharpie it in a little bit, but I'll actually go over it a little darker for you guys, so that way you guys can see it. In a minute, I'll go ahead and I'll use a Sharpie, which is something else you'll need. You'll need something to outline with, a black Sharpie or a black marker. Okay. All right, so I've got his head down. Now I'm gonna start to make his muzzle, which is going to be a couple of different circles, all right? And we only outline the outer part of his muzzle. We'll do that again later. So let's see. All right, and if you want his muzzle to be a little bigger, we can make it a little bigger as well. And then what we're gonna do is we're actually going to erase this line right here. And then outline just a little darker so you guys can see. And I can always touch it up a little bit later. Okay, and then we're gonna make a second circle. And then a third circle. Okay. And then right here, we're going to draw this little part of his muzzle and kind of like where his mouth is. All right. Okay, so we've got his muzzle drawn. Now we're gonna go up and we're gonna kind of start to draw like where his eyes are going to go and kind of make this little section right here. Okay. All right. And again, I'm going to go over it a little darker. Okay. And now we're going to start on his eyes. So for his eyes, I kind of like to use a little teardrop eye. And again, boys and girls, if you want to do a different kind of eye for him, that's perfectly okay as well. I know some of you guys like to do the little cute eyes, so that's an option too. Okay, and I think this one's a little bit more pointed. I'm just gonna go in and fix that. Okay, and then a little circle, which I will outline around later. Okay. All right, now we're gonna move up and we're gonna go to do his ears. So some kids like to do the little floppy ears, like they can do one ear up, one ear flopping down. It is totally up to you how you want to do the ears, but we're gonna go ahead and start on the ears. So just remember, rabbits have long ears, right? And they're pointed. They don't have to match exactly. I'm trying to make them the same shape at least, but I am gonna go in and just fix this ear a little bit. So just remember, guys, at any point you can pause my video. Okay, we're almost done with him. We're just gonna move on to his body, his shoulders. We're just gonna make the top half of him. Just like that. Right? Okay, so now that we've finished with our bunny, what we're gonna go in and do is we're gonna make the different sections where you're going to add your lines or your designs, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and jump to a Sharpie because I don't wanna spend all that time making all my sections and then going over it in Sharpie. So from this point on, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and move to my Sharpie, and that's up to you if you'd like to stick with pencil or a Sharpie, but just for saving a little bit of time, and I'm gonna go ahead and start to outline my bunny and go in and add the sections. And then, guys, when you outline the muzzle, you are only going to outline this outer part of it. Okay, this part right here, you're not going to outline the rings. You're just going to outline kind of like where this part is right here. These two, and then fill in right here. I feel like my bunny kind of looks like an armadillo. Not so much a bunny, but that's okay. All right. And then around his eyes, you can choose to do, I'm gonna give him, I guess, kind of like where his lashes would be. But again, you can do something different around his eyes if you want. It's up to you. And then, of course, you can fill in. Or if you want to do the eyes a different way, you, again, more than welcome to. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and start sectioning off our bunny. So at the top, you're just going to make a couple of lines, 4, 5. I try not to do too many. So I did 6 on that one. I'm going to do 6 here. Okay, and then here we're going to make some curved lines. So yeah, I'm just trying not to make them too skinny. I want to put, you know, some space in between. And I'm going to make one more right here. And then over here, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of make like a curved line. We're going to create a curved line by going like this and like that. So just kind of continuing off on these lines in the middle. And then right here, right here. So wherever these lines are right here, I'm just going to continue it. And then if I have to, just make another one right here. It's right there. Okay, and then down on his body, we're going to go ahead and make some more sections. Ooh, that one's a little big, so I'm going to add another one right here. All right, so we have all of our sections. So what we're going to do, guys, is you're going to go ahead and add your different lines or designs, okay? And I'll go ahead and do the muzzle first because the lines are just a little different here. And then these ones kind of come straight down. Okay, and then the lines right here go all around his muzzle. And then again right here. Kind of helps if you turn your paper. That way your lines kind of curve as well with the circle. All right, so there's the muzzle, boys and girls. So from here on out, guys, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go in and add your lines and your designs. Like I said, you can be creative and really customize your bunny. You can add different types of lines like here, or you can add some different designs. All right, it's your bunny, your art, make it your own. And then the very last piece is adding your funky glasses to your bunny. So I did that with construction paper, and as you can tell, I didn't get it right the first time. I had to cut different glasses for my bunny, different sizes, but I did that by folding my paper and only drawing half of the sunglasses or half of my heart glasses, which made it easier. And as you can tell, I had to go through a couple of different glasses, right? Some of them just came out too